Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Trophy Room Reacts to the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. This is the first ever third-party solo State of Play. So I thought it's only right that we do a little bit of a breakdown of sharing our thoughts on what we saw. Now, that said, I am not a Harry Potter fan, nor stan, which luckily, the greatest co-host whoever will be, Mr. Kyle Stevenson's here. And he is a big Harry Potter dork. He was like saying, "Oh my God, look at that's a spell. Look at
always with the jabs.
That's
the dork. Yeah, they had dork in there. You know what I mean?
That's the ghost or whatever. I know that guy.
Yeah, nearly
Sweeney Todd. Yeah,
Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Absolutely. So, Kyle, we saw a little State of Play today, and I
sure did.
I thought, well, walking into it, not a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
But I'm open-minded to things. We said it on the show. As long as the game looks good, I'm going to give it a good college try. That was my thoughts walking in. What were your thoughts walking in, bud?
I was scared.
Yeah, why?
One, don't know if I fully trust Portkey games.
Fair enough.
As Avalanche are great at what they do. But if I'm not mistaken, Portkey games' only other claim to
fame.
Their claim to fame is the Harry Potter Pokemon Go game.
Okay.
On mobile, which was great for as a Harry Potter fan. It was pretty fun, but not like this. Like this is the Hogwarts Legacy is essentially what young Kyle reading the books and growing up playing video games.
Yeah.
This, in all intents and purposes, is my dream game for this franchise. I am blown away by the way it looks, and I'm still. It's a struggle, Joe. It's a struggle because I love the way it looks. Yeah. It's I love how true it is to the world that I love so much, and the Hogwarts looks incredible. That's what I wanted from this game. I wanted to explore Hogwarts, and Hogwarts looks cool and fun and exactly how I pictured it in my mind, in addition to what we've seen on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it looks fantastic, and it's just that it's that thing where I'm like, what am I gonna do about it? Because like I'm pretty firm on not getting it day one or buying it new for the Rowling stuff. But like I would be okay buying it used. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, this looks so good. Maybe I'll buy it day one. Like I hate being so wishy-washy with it. I really do, because then I it's a very deep rabbit hole that is inside my brain right now. Sure. Where like me being wishy-washy, other people are going to think less of me. And then my whole reputation's out the window. Like that's my state of mind right now. That's also why I said, "Hey Joe, you know what? I need a day off tomorrow. Maybe I'm going to call out. I need a day. I need a lot of unpacking to do."
I think there's been a lot of change in the way I see things as of recent, and has nothing to do with this game. To me, if you love a thing, no one should have the power to ruin that thing for you.
Sure.
Not even the people that make it, right?
Yeah.
I've been a Mets fan since birth. They're going to disappoint me every
Don't you bring
year.
the Mets into this conversation.
But I'll still love them, even though they'll stumble and fall, right?
Oh, this year's our year, Joe.
Oh, this year's our... Okay, good. I'll take your word for it.
You don't even know. How dare you?
That said, as a non-Harry Potter fan, as someone who gets to walk in totally, almost absent, like I know Slytherins are bad guys.
They're misunderstood.
I know Snape. I know Dumbledore.
Okay, sure.
And Fish Face.
Fish Face?
Yeah.
Who is Fish Face?
The guy that you're not allowed to say his name.
Oh, Voldemort.
There you go. Him. I know that.
Fish Face.
Yeah.
I was thinking Abe Sapien from Hellboy.
So, like, for me, when I take a look at Hogwarts Legacy, this is actually the opportunity to finally get me into Harry Potter, because the books couldn't, because my mom back in the day thought they were Satan. The movies couldn't, because I just thought it was like West Wing for wizards. And this is now, I feel like, the opportunity of like actually showcasing the broader universe. You know what I'm saying?
I just love the idea that young Joe, 7 or 8 years old, is like, Harry Potter, the West Wing of nerddom.
They're just walking in hallways and talking. What's real interesting about this? But I feel like this game showcases why this universe is so compelling to so many people.
It's so special, yeah.
It's so special to so many people. So let's break it down step by step. I have outlines, little bullet points that I want to get to. I think first things first, this may be the most beautiful, AAA third-party game that we've seen.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head of one that rivals it. Like there are moments in RE Village that I think look really, really pretty.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But I can't think of any outside of that currently. I know there probably are some. Like I even joked around while we were watching it. Mm-hmm. There are some moments at the end where you're flying on the broom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, eat your heart out, Elden Ring. This world looks so much better than the open world in Elden Ring, at least visually.
Yeah. And I think that's the one thing to consider is how beautiful this game looks while being an open world game, while being on like 4 or 5 different platforms.
Yeah.
While at the same exact time, some of the animation work and the facial animations in particular look absolutely stunning.
Little lip sync stuff.
Goblin thing. Yeah, a little like lip sync with the chick with the red hair. But like this goblin, dude, it's nuts seeing some of the motion work.
And the shady wizard as well, who he's talking to. Very well done on that one.
He's very handsome.
Oh yeah.
Spells look cool.
They do look cool. And you said something while we were watching where you're like, this looks like what Forspoken thinks it's doing.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
Trying to do.
And to me, I think I like Forspoken's fluidity more. Like, I feel like as a Harry Potter fan, I also know that a lot of wizard dueling and fighting is you just standing there flicking your wrists and spells come out.
Well, so
it's like a stationary thing. They did add like a dodge roll. There does seem like some movement there. But it still feels very almost stiff.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to see it in some of those where like you're one wizard and there are 4 others like on the screen fighting you. And you're all just standing in the same spot.
True.
And you're just like, there's just something weird about that just visually.
True. I think to me, this is kind of like, please bear with me here.
Of course.
Please, because this is WB after all, and they're sharing engines. So I really do think this is what like a game like a Arkham or like a game like a Lord of the Rings Mordor would kind of feel like if the combat was based in range rather than in melee.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
So to me, I really like how you're using the environment to like blow wizards up, and then like you're kind of hooking them or like grappling hooking them towards you just to like explode them with a big giant spell, and like the finishers as well looked awesome. Like all the effects that you see on screen, it looks so good. I feel like I'm just at this point I'm such a slut for particle effects.
Yeah, right.
It's like, give me more of these.
Returnal has ruined us.
It really has.
But on that note, though, I said something while we were watching it. Everyone who thought Aloy talking all the time was annoying, in Horizon Forbidden West, you're gonna hate playing this game and hearing the names of spells as they happen. Yeah, because it seems every time you say a spell, your character is saying the spell out loud.
Yeah, he did it twice with like the magical mirror, which I thought was dope. Where like you're solving this puzzle by like opening up this mirror that opens up like a secret room, which I thought was really awesome. Also, stealth in this game. It exists. I thought like you throw it on a magical sheet. That's what turns you invisible.
In the movies, it is the cloak of invisibility. One of the 3 Deathly Hallows. But this one, I'm moving on. This one, it makes more sense because this takes place hundreds of years before Harry Potter. Yeah. So that cloak was not found yet.
And it's really cool how you're using that stealth to, again, kind of play the way you like. So they are really exploring the RPG elements as well, of like creating the wizard you want to be, not just via house, not just via how your character looks, but also how your character is going to fight. So like turning people into stones or like knocking them out, like that's, I don't know. There's something really, really neat about that. But there is something that you brought up that is a little concerning is there's timers on like potions and stuff that you're making around the.
Yeah. So here's where it comes in where the Portkey games, previous games being the mobile stuff. Because I feel like that part of that game that we saw the state of play just looks like they ripped it from a mobile game.
Yeah.
Where I guarantee you there'll probably be a microtransaction to make that timer go away. So you don't have to wait for it again. Kind of situation going on. I just, some of it looks a lot like it could be a mobile version.
Yeah.
I know that's probably too harsh, but there was just something off about it to me.
And I'm trying to find right now at the moment, it looks like Hogwarts Legacy, this is single player only, but there will be an online-ish component via Quidditch and some exploration. So I would think akin to GTA 5. That's what I've gotten just literally off the moment as we're getting off here. Okay. That said, let's talk about the Quidditch. The only thing that I know is that you're riding around on broomsticks.
It's like soccer or football.
Football. The broomstick traversal. I dug it, dude.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be really corny and the animations wouldn't be there, but like, again, game's holding up.
But
the scenery around you, I didn't see any popping or anything like that. And of course, it's a demo. They're going to control it as much as they want.
It said work in progress as well at the beginning, and there were a couple other things. Also, I think the new fine print trend is camera movement is not the same as in the game. Like this state of play shows camera movement that you can't do in the game or something. It's some weird kind of whatever.
Like some shots are going to look different.
But in addition to the broom, they show you riding a hippogriff. So there is going to be multiple modes of flying and traveling.
You know what game also has hippogriffs as mounts that you can fly? World of Warcraft. It's a dwarf thing. Anyway, they pass it along to everybody else in the Alliance.
Remember when you called me a dork at the beginning of this episode?
Yeah, I did. and I hold true to it.
Go hug your Lich King and leave me alone.
Oh, man, he's so dope. I will. The different seasons / climates of this game.
It's going to look real good on OLED with HDR.
Ooh, boy, ooh-wee. So you got your winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you got to do is call. You got snow, you got rain. I love this. We're getting to the part of games that I've always wanted, which is like, give me seasons. Like, give me like, like winter where like I gotta get a sweater, when I'm playing. Like, give me that type of stuff. You could explore villages outside the castle as well. Is it Hogwarts a castle?
Yeah, I would call it a castle, yes.
Wow, what a rip-off of X-Men. Just call it, it's just the manor. It's just...
But it's literally a castle.
Yeah,
it's got steeples.
Yeah, but like, think about it. Old dude teaching a whole bunch of kids how to hone their powers. Sounds familiar, right? Professor X, Dumbledore. Who's our Wolverine? I guess Snape, because he's a renegade. And he's probably the coolest one because I know his name. Just makes you think. Do
you know his first name?
Walter.
Oh, good old Walter Snape. It's Severus.
Oh, yeah, of course, dude. I was
Walter Snape. Why am I picturing him wearing like a Argyle vest?
I don't know.
With a pipe.
So, needless to say, that's all my bullet points that I got down here.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to toss in?
Yeah,
there's beasts. Yeah. There's wonderful beasts and how to find them.
There sure are. You can find them and bring them back to the room of requirement and nurse them back to health. I'm sure that's 100% going to be a trophy. Oh, yeah. It's collecting all the beasts and bringing them back. I think overall, it looks fantastic. It is the dream game that I've always wanted. Yeah. And I'm happy for those that are digging it and picking it up. And I think at the end of the day, because this is very divisive on Twitter, just
Sure.
in general. At least in our circles. I'm sure outside, it's
No
not
one
at
cares.
all. Exactly. It's okay either way, as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna love you either way. You're gonna buy day one. You're not gonna buy it. Totally fine by me. You do you, boo boo. It's just I'm just so tired of the antagonistic way we're talking to each other about this thing.
Yep.
That's what's really just tiring me out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I wish we could just have like
the silent judgment that like again like
that's a good point.
That's
the silent judgment from others. Yeah, is
it's like it's again you don't. When your company's owned by Tencent, you don't really get to stand on a pedestal and try to preach to me why you're so high and mighty. So like to me, when I take a look at this game as a consumer, as I know nothing of Hogwarts or anything like that, this has gotten me very interested. I've never been more interested in Harry Potter than this moment right here, right now. I'm gonna be buying this game day one, and I will be supporting the developers. That looks like they have poured their heart, their soul, their love of this franchise into this game, and I do not want to punish them because of one person's views that I do not agree with whatsoever. And I feel like, Kyle, I can chew gum and walk at the same time. Though I love Harry Potter, and I, from what I've seen of JK, not a fan of her, I could say this right here, right now. Down below in the description is a link to the Trevor Project. Trevor Project helps kids in need, LGBTQ kids in need, that are going through tough times. And they have suicide hotlines and just hotlines in general that help kids out. Any type of donation or just a link and a share definitely helps those kids in need.
Absolutely. And we've donated to them before,
absolutely, just
as a show and just personally, so like it is a great cause, for sure.
That being said, everybody, if you liked what you saw here today, if you liked what you listened to here today, please hit like, share, subscribe. It does help us out, grows this big beautiful family that we call home here at the Trophy Room. And you can follow Kyle at Mr. K Step. You can follow me at Mr. Bad Bit. You can follow the show at PS Trophy Room. And you could catch the podcast, The Trophy Room, each and every Thursday, where me and my best friend Kyle, just like here, talk about the latest and greatest in all things PlayStation each and every Thursday. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, wherever you find your podcast service of choice. You can find the show there. So with all that said, and with all that out of the way, everybody, keep your wits about you, keep hunting, keep playing PlayStation. See you guys.
Love you.